If you're thinking about strategy in business and strategic inflection points, you really have to take into account the context of the greater society around you. A sort of sequence of events that lead to quite dramatic social changes, a deep sense that all is not well with the world. So if you think of the many revolutions over many years, what often happens is dissatisfaction crystallizes in a highly symbolic moment. And the moment looked at on its own isn't much, but what it means to people is so much more. So when I think about the Arab Spring, the young Tunisian fruit seller who literally set himself on fire because he simply couldn't bear one more minute of living under that system. And that came to symbolize for an entire generation of young people in that region just the way that their government had betrayed them and the way that they'd been let down, and precipitated this action. One of the things that it got me to thinking about was, is this another one of those moments? Is this a storming of the Bastille moment? Is this a Boston Tea Party moment? Is this a burning your bras in the American women's movement moment, where we'll look back and we'll say, that was the moment when so many things for so many people really crystallized into something that might lead to action. So I think we might well be at one of those moments.
Unfortunately, I think we're living in interesting times. I do think that what is so frightening is to see how many people are posting online things that you would never want posted about your loved one's death. And it's coming from this deep well of frustration and anger because healthcare is so personal. When somebody has come to a bookstore talk and said, I came here to hear about the overthrow of the American Revolution, like, give me a pitchfork, essentially, I have said, thank you. That's a different book. Would I try to win the person over by saying, you're going to want to be part of my revolution too? The revolution that I'm talking about is just as important. But yes, there needs to be a different discussion at a different book talk about the economics and access of American healthcare.